Here we go. Like, I just have to have my intro music. I don't understand what happens there. It plays no sound.
It's just not as funky without the tunes.
Gotta have it. Well, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome
and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and Happy New Year almost.
For sure.
Right?
We're getting there.
'Tis the season for, what do you call those things? New Year's resolutions.
Oh.
Do you do that?
You know what? Sometimes.
Yeah.
But... for me, it's real hard because I have a real hard time sticking to resolutions.
Yeah. Right?
Especially if I'm denying myself something.
Oh.
No, the ones that tend to work are, I'm going to do this year.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Those ones tend to work better.
I don't do New Year's resolutions. I set goals all year. I just set them, quarterly kind of thing or whatever. And anyway,
I'm a goal-setting checklist kind of guy.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, that's how I do it for sure.
Yep.
But I do know this. I will be at the gym tomorrow.
Oh,
and then it'll be clear. Like, it's not very busy at the gym right now.
Yeah.
And then come January 1st, it'll be packed.
Yes.
Until about January 15th.
Yes. And then
I can have my gym back again, right? So we'll see.
Absolutely.
Sarnia's staying out warming up right now, and I'm sure their New Year's resolution is to start putting some pucks into the net, of course.
I would hope that that's going to be the case.
This team is certainly. You know what? I haven't given up on this team by any means. Somebody said to me walking by, they're like, "Be nice, Dave." I'm like, "What? I'm nice. I want this thing to win."
We've had a couple of good wins recently.
For sure.
So we're back on the horse. We got some of our guys back in the lineup.
Yep.
The only one I think that's still out right now is. Sandus, and we're going to miss him for sure.
Yeah,
but we wish him all the best. He's at the World Juniors.
Yeah, for Latvia, right?
For Latvia.
And he's wearing an A for the team as well, which is congratulations to him. It is outstanding. And then, of course, Roman Kuchenberg.
Yep.
He's Slovakia. Right? Yes.
Yep.
And all the best to them both. I saw Alan Letang on television earlier today.
Yes, I was watching a bit too.
I was down at, shout out to my friends at Bad Dog Bar and Grill. They didn't have the sound on yet, but, Al's one of those guys. He doesn't have a lot of expression, right? He's pretty straight. When they ask the questions at post game, he's like, well, he calls it straight, as we've often said, but he had a grin going today on that television, right? And well earned for him as well. I mean, he's certainly deserving of the position he's taken over there. So, of course,
100%.
And I'm assuming that's what you'll be doing tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yes, sir, I will be.
You having a party?
No.
That's the
right
right
I'll have a few guys.
Well, no,
I'll have a few guys.
You just
over,
blew it. You had it.
Uh-oh.
I haven't got the invite, and they're missing the invite again.
I haven't really invited anybody yet.
Well, you just said you're having a few guys over, Jay.
No, I might have a few guys over.
Okay.
I said I might have a few
Don't
guys.
backpedal on me.
Don't be taking all the semantics and using them against me here.
Well, that's because I didn't get invited on the road trip either.
Yeah, well, yes, you did.
Whatever. We'll see. We're going to go back and check my messages.
All right. You go right ahead.
You had a good Christmas, so?
I did have a good Christmas.
You were out on the motorcycle.
I was out on the motorcycle on Christmas Day. It was like 12 degrees out. And at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the skies cleared. The roads dried up and stuff. And so,
I saw the pictures of you and Lee.
Yep. So
didn't
we
get
went
that
for a
invite
bit
either.
Around. Well, you weren't home yet from your
Yeah,
cruise.
I was. Christmas Day. Oh, yeah, we got back Christmas Eve.
Okay.
At like 1 o'clock in the morning, so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Coming home from the cruise that I didn't get an invite on either. So
you're right.
Yes.
I'm never inviting you on that.
No.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Yes.
You guys came down here, parked in front of the Progressive Auto Sales Arena,
yes,
and I'm just like, look at those guys breaking all the rules.
Hooligans. Well, there was nobody around to bust us, right? So, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, we won't get busted. Let's post it on Facebook for everybody to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. That looked like a lot of fun.
We had some fun. It was a good day, and we did our due diligence. We stayed on the concrete.
Whatever.
Walkways and things, but. There was nobody around, and we just thought, you know what, with my new jersey, I need to get a picture of myself.
Yeah, you did. You had that on, right?
Yeah. So the only picture I'm missing now is getting my picture with Nathan O'Meary while I'm wearing his jersey.
Okay. There you go.
So
you have to work on that.
We're going to work on that one.
I might be able to make that happen. You never know, right?
That would be
should
awesome.
be able. You know enough.
That would be a Merry Christmas thing for me.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Well, Sarnia Sting, though, while missing a few players, they have to be extra focused here,
100%,
coming at the Battle of the 402 here tonight, against London. Now, that being said, this year when we've played London, we've seemed to have done really well against them.
You know what? And again, that's one of those things where we seem to play well against the bigger teams in the league, and maybe not so well against the teams that are kind of on the same playing field as we are at the moment. But you know what? I mean, the guys have turned it up a little bit. I'm hoping we just kind of keep that sort of streak alive a little bit. If they come out and play good hockey, I'm going to be happy. Win or lose, I'm going to be happy. But we do seem to have the Knights number, and we'll see how that goes, because they've got two key players out that are playing at the juniors.
Yes, that's right.
Right now too. So they're missing Easton Cowan and.
I had my notes here, but you're reading my brain.
Anyway.
Yes, some key players for sure.
Couple of key players for them.
Will that balance it out? I guess we'll see. I feel like, we always say you got to play that 60 minutes of hockey, right, Jay?
Yeah.
But I feel like the first period has kind of been missing a little bit this year, I feel like, with the exception of the beginning of the season, for sure. But I'd really like to see this thing just come out like a horse and just take it right from the start.
As a broad generalization, Dave, I would absolutely agree with you. I mean, a couple of games, sort of went the other way, and the first periods were good and the third period's not so great. But I think overall, as a generalization, we don't seem to come out full throttle. Which is a good strategy. And in those games where we won, got the first goal, we've typically done fairly well. And I think you're right. Third periods have been pretty much our strongest period overall in general. Second periods have improved a little bit over the last season, which is great. But you're right. I mean, at some point, we got to come out and play 60 minutes of hockey, full throttle, and be able to do that. And if they can't find that conditioning, that's, could be challenging.
Yeah. Well, some of the things that have been missing was that we talk a lot about that short passing that's been going on with this team. And then we've seen, seems like they recognize that issue, come out in another period and change that up, and it's long passing. But then you come to the next game or the next period, and it's back. Like it's
and I think one of the things that leads to that, Dave, is some of the maybe not the greatest decision making. When they get the puck on their stick and they feel the need to get rid of it almost immediately.
Quickly. Oh, here it comes. I got to get rid of it.
I got to get rid of it. And I think, you got to make a decision. Who am I going to go for? Am I going to make a bit of a longer pass? Have I read the rink right? Do we got guys in the way and stuff like that? And you know what? We've come out on the bad side of some of those decisions.
And to be able to have that confidence where
absolutely,
I'm going to hold on to the puck, but I'm going to turn my body away from the guy coming at me. You're not afraid to take. You got to take the hit, right?
Yep. And clear your way through the boards. You know. And I think if we can get off the boards a little bit. And really play a little bit more in the open ice. I think that's going to be another bonus for Sarnia too.
Yeah. Well, they know they're going to have to come out. They know they're playing London, right? So they just know they're going to have to. Okay, guys, here we go. Alan Letang, obviously not here tonight, but some great coaching staff still on the bench here tonight.
Sure.
I don't know, I wonder if that has any effect on a team when your usual head coach is gone, or
I don't know. I think
he's got big confidence in the team.
Sure, he does, absolutely. And I got to tell you, I was pretty happy with Mike Haley's coaching the last couple of games.
Yep.
Mike was a big, strong, confident. Maybe a little bit noisy player when he was with us, and I think he's continued that into the coaching realm. And he was fairly animated on the bench there a few times, and I got to say I love that. Sticking up for his players and stuff. Doing a great job.
He of course, there's who we're missing. Nathan O'Mary tonight as well. Lane Sim as well. So a couple more key players on our end besides Kuchenberg and Vilmanis there. But I noticed that for sure. And we had him post game there last time we were here, right? And it was like the first time ever for him to come up and post game. I think he might have got voluntold on that one.
I'm sure.
But he's another straight shooter. It was like he was asked questions, and he was just right out there, similar to Letang. There was there was a refereeing call that I don't think went very well, or the crowd.
No, it did not.
Right, and he got asked the question, "What did you think about that?" And he's like, "Well, I just, no comment."
No comment.
I think what he was really saying under his breath, I'm not really in the mood for paying a fine tonight.
Absolutely.
So I think we read, the media read between the
Red
lines.
rooms, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. But again, appreciating his honesty, and he's definitely been a huge asset to this team.
I agree.
All the coaches seem to work very well together, and
I liked him as a player, and I liked him as a coach.
I never saw him as a player. So
he was great. Yeah.
So what do we? Okay, we're going to start to wrap up here in just a moment, Jay. But what do you think that's been? What's the major thing, though? We talk a lot about passing, confidence, all that stuff. Is there one major thing that stands out to you that this team is missing that they need to kind of build up on?
Well, I think it's a hard thing to capture is consistency. I think that's the one thing that gets missed, and I'm not going to even blame it on the team because, between guys away, doing training camps or
a lot of different things
away to
happening
World
here.
Juniors, or off on injury or whatever. What invariably happens after that is you shuffle the lines trying to figure out, which new combinations are going to work.
Right.
And then you got to, just as they're trying to find their stride, then all of a sudden, somebody comes back or somebody else goes off, and now we're back to juggling again. It's really hard to put consistency together in those periods of time. And I know every team sort of goes through that a little bit.
Sure. It's bittersweet for everybody.
But I think that's the one thing that, for me, we played so strong in the first part of this season, and then there was a clear time where, injury and guys being away and stuff like that.
Injury's been like a major demon for this team in the last couple of seasons, right?
Well, and it happens when, because we know that their strategy has been to sort of amp up that physical game a little bit, and that's a risk you're going to take, when you're trying to achieve that. I think it was desperately needed, and we needed some tough guys to do it, and we got some, and unfortunately, those guys, they take a beating,
It's all part of it, I guess,
it is,
right?
Absolutely.
So,
but if we can get that consistency back and, sort of hit a stride and stuff like that, I think, we're poised to start winning a lot more. One
thing that is consistent, definitely for tonight, is that we're like Sarnia and London are in the house here tonight, so it is going to be consistently loud.
Yes, it will be a packed house.
Consistently loud.
There will be lots of cheering, whether we score or get scored upon.
Right. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Jennifer Moons. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jenny Moons!
And
absolutely.
she won't see this. She doesn't watch any of my shows.
What? Really?
No, she doesn't. She's like, I see you at home all the time. I'm going to watch you out there too, right? But
I just spent a week with you on a boat.
Well, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, happy birthday, honey. She's
100%.
turning years old today.
Absolutely. Good call.
But she's been working all day, and then but her girlfriend's taking her out tonight while I'm here at the stink, so I'll catch up with her later. She's going to get her thing tomorrow, don't worry.
Perfect.
And happy birthday, honey. And
Absolutely.
just shout out to all you loyal Sting fans who keep watching Jay and I. Lee Baisley's going to be joining me for the rest of the broadcast here to give Jay here some rest and a break.
Absolutely.
And to enjoy the hockey game. And, of course, we'll be here post-game press conference, as always. Happy to sponsor and support that for the Sarnia Sting here as well. So, thanks, Jay. It's good to see you, buddy. Enjoy the game. And I guess after today, we'll see you next year. Yeah, well, or maybe at New Year's once you got your invite. Yep. You never know. You never know. Going to hold my breath. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please do us a favor. Click the share button so others can enjoy our bantering here of everything we think we know what we're talking about here. The guy with the tie and the guy with the knowledge right beside me here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. As always, live from the Sarnia Sting Concourse, I'm David Burrows and my friend Jay Peckham. Go, Sting, go!